Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So today's video is actually something that I didn't plan for. The reason why I say that is last night I got a message from one of my friends, Warren, and he said about possibly going out and taking some Astro photos. And I said, sure, yeah, I'll be keen for that. Got any ideas on where you want to go? And he said somewhere south, maybe inland a little bit. So what I recommended was this place in at the dam. Basically, it's North Dandalup Dam. I've been here a few times before. It's a really nice little spot, this one, and the reason why I like it is this nice structure here. It's normally always pretty quiet, but probably after I do this video and it gets a few views, this place is going to get a bit busy. But I can't do anything about that, and people are allowed to enjoy places. So yeah, just leave footprints and take your rubbish and everything with you, unless you use the bins provided. So yeah, I've come down here a little early because we got clouds for one, which isn't great for Astro, but looking on my app called Clear Outside, it should be clearing around 7 or 8 o'clock. So we've got a couple of good hours with these lovely clouds. And so what I've decided, well, I've got a brand new lens with me. I picked it up on eBay, second hand, and I've been talking to the seller. They used it originally for motorsports photography, him and his partner, his girlfriend. But anyway, I thought I'd bring it out today and use this time while I'm waiting for the conditions to change to actually take some photos of the scene, because there are some really nice little things on the other side of the lake and really test out that zoom lens. Now, I've had this lens in the past before. It was about 3 or 4 years ago. I had it with another 6D, but it was a 6D Mark II. And yeah, I was in the transition phase. I was wandering out gear, and I was, I had my Hasselblad, but I had my Hasselblad H4D 31. My latest one was the H4D 40, which has got a few little improvements. The H4D 31 is considered a beginner camera, so it didn't have some of the specs and features that the H4D 40 had. But yeah, anyway, I think I've digressed a little here. Yeah, so back down here, and I want to pick out some nice details. Might even do some nice little long exposures, I don't know. I've got a USB charger as well with me, so that'll be nice. But yeah, it's just a really nice view. And on the way up here, I didn't take any video because I couldn't, but on the way up here along Lakes Road, there were some really nice trees in the landscape, and I was thinking, oh, I was, thinking about composition and landscape, and how to tell a story, and how to photograph the scene, and what elements are missing, and what elements could I add to it, or how could I take the photo, or but yeah, there's so many places I drive past where I go, I really wish I was able to stop here, but I'll also remember that there's going to be other places like that, and Australia's pretty vast as well. So yeah, what I want to take some photos of is the stuff behind me over here. What I want to take some photos of is this over here, maybe get a bit of this over here, like a part of the island there, and then you've got the nice background and you've got the nice layers, and I think there's probably some tree lopping over there or something. The reason why I say that is there's some, on my way up here, there was a lot of people leaving wearing yellow shirts. So they're tradies, or I mean, no, not traders, they're, I guess, mining, workers. So yeah, and boy, they were caning it around these roads, so they must go up and down these roads so often. But some of them are running wide on the bends, and I really don't like that. And you've got to think about the locals as well. It can't be nice for them, all that noise. So yeah, I'll give you a little look through my setup for today. Now, that fridge I've got in the car, it is a bit noisy, and I've got a bloody sound of I don't know if you can hear it because I'm using my little wireless mic to try and eliminate background noise. There's a blowback again. I think these guys are following me. But yeah, I've got with me my 6D. So we'll just open the car up now. And there we go. By the way, I hope you like the recording. I'm using my DJI Pocket 2 again. I really quite like this. It's nice and stable. 4K, nice resolution. It allows me to crop in where need be, and it's really nice and light and compact. I hope my friend doesn't get here. I really don't like talking in front of the camera when other people are around. Oh no, someone's leaving, so that's good. Oh, got the heart going a bit there. Right, so this is my little setup. I'll show you. Right, so this is actually a new bag I got. I purchased this. It's the Low Pro Trek BP 450 all weather. Really nice little bag, and it carries a lot, as you can see. So I've actually got a couple of lenses. There's this lens here, the Samyang 14mm 2.8. Now this has got a reputation for being a little bit soft. So not sure how this is going to go, but interested to see how it goes. I only paid like $200 for it, delivered to my house. I got it used and it's in mint condition. I'm going to have another go at using this big behemoth of a lens, the 11 to 24mm f4. This is so wide and such a beautiful lens, but I'm still in two minds, do I sell it or do I keep it, because I really wouldn't use it that much. Here is my 6D with the 70 to 200. So I will go in a bit more depth in another video about this. Actually, I'll get you away from the fridge a little bit. Yeah, so I got this because my other one I had didn't have IS, and I regretted not getting it with IS. So this one has IS, and yeah, really happy with it. Image quality seems to be pretty decent, but today will be our first shoot with it. And then I've just got other little bits and pieces, knife, memory cards, and my little blower in here. That's pretty much it. So yeah, I'm gonna get, and I've got my filters as well in the bag, so that's gonna be nice. So I'm gonna leave it a little bit longer. I'm gonna have a nice beer, cool off, because it's stinking hot out here today, and wait for my friend Warren to get here. Have a couple of beers with him, and take some photos. I don't think I'll do any video for the Astro, mainly because you won't be able to see me, and we can go over that later on when I get home and go over the images and stuff. So yeah, anyway, I'll have a nice little rest, and I'll see you in a little bit when the light becomes a little bit better, probably another 20 minutes or so. Cheers everyone, that's lovely, nice and cold. I'm always wary when people are driving by, especially when you're next to a road. You never know, so I always bring my bag closer to me and everything closer as well, because all they need to do is stop and grab your bag quickly. Yeah, I've seen it happen, and I've had people try and do it to me as well. So yeah, something to be cautious of when you're out. And also remember to remove your lens cap, because that helps out a great deal. Now I've got my first composition in mind. What I quite like about this composition is we've got this, I was going to show you out there, but no. What I really like is there's this nice line, this nice, I don't know what it is, if it's the reflection, if it's the wind textures on the water, but there's this nice line going through the scene. I'm just going to rotate the polarizing filter. It just helps sharpen up the image right there. and I've checked the focus. We're just going to check again. 100%. I will do the aperture preview. We've also turned IS off so it doesn't interfere with our image. Yeah, that's nice and clear. 2 second self timer, and I'm going to take that shot right now. What I'm thinking of doing is I think I might put a 6-stop on. Looking at image on the back of the camera, the water's a bit choppy for my liking. I think I'd like to smoothen it out a bit, not completely, just a touch. So I think a 6-stop would be nice. Actually, what are our exposure settings? So 250th of a second. Yeah, I think a 6-stop will be perfect for that. I should mention as well, I'm not sponsored by Nissi or Haida or any filter companies or camera brands. I am affiliated and an ambassador for Pro Media Gear, so that's this tripod right here. Absolute beast of a tripod. I really like to use them, and I've actually purchased stuff from them as well. So I'm not just someone who gets free stuff and is there to promote it. I also buy the stuff as well. So yeah, if I'm willing to spend the money on it, you know it's going to be good. So yeah, we'll put in our 6-stop. So got my 3. So how I work out this bag here. So at the front here, I put my polarizer. I've got my 3-stop, I've got my 6-stop, got my 10-stop, got my 15-stop. Then I've got my mist filters, my couple of mist filters right back here. So nice and organised, and I always make sure I keep my filters nice and clean. So let's pop in our 6-stop right now. By the way, if I sound different to how I normally am, I'm just feeling fantastic. I'm loving this. It's so nice to get out, and I'm incredibly lucky at what I'm able to do. So yeah, anyway, get back into this, and I've just also noticed some nice details and these nice rocks in the foreground, so I'll get some photos of those now they're in the shade. And there's a nice little shag, a bird, or a shag is one of the birds out here, out on one of the rocks over there, but I can't get a photo of that because it's way too far away. So let's pop in this 6-stop. And dial in our exposure. Let's have a look at the histogram. I want to bring as high as I can so I have those shadow details if need be, while not clipping those whites. So that's one thing we want to do. So f5.6. The reason why is we're so far away from everything. Depth of field isn't going to be a problem here, even though we're shooting at 200mm. But yeah, it's a really nice little scene, that one. I'll just see what the polarizer does, just angle it a little bit. Now that's nice. No real details in the sky, so we don't have to worry about that. 2 seconds self timer. Still a bit choppy. How does it compare to the other one? It's a little bit better. Yeah, it's actually wind patterns on the water. That's what's going on. I can see the movement in the photo. Might go a little bit darker actually. Half a second. If I press the shutter button right. nice composition over here while I was taking some photos over the dam as the light is really nicely progressing. Now we've got some clouds on the horizon, so I'm not sure how long the light will be. The sky might actually light up quite nicely, so when I was driving here there was actually no clouds on the horizon. So if there's no clouds on the horizon or 50 kilometers away or whatever, you'll normally end up with a really nice sunset if you've got some really dramatic clouds, and that's something we've got right now. But anyway, yeah, I noticed this lovely little scene behind me where the trees are really nicely side lit, and it's just catching the side of the trees and some of the tops of the tree canopy, and there's a real nice contrast and definition in there. I don't know if it's going to work because I'm not sure if I'm just in awe of this place. You know, it's just great to be out, and also I've had a beer, but I don't think that's had anything to do with it because I'm completely fine. But what I'm going to do now is we've taken some photos in sort of nice light, I'd say. But what I'm going to keep doing, I'm going to keep taking some photos, and if they're any better than what I've currently got, then I'll add them at the end of this video as a little slideshow. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more videos, be sure to subscribe. Yeah, I'll be doing a lot more this year, and I've got a couple of nice trips planned as well. If you'd like to leave a comment, and if you've got any questions, be sure to pop it down in the comment section below, and I'll do my very best to get back to you. If you've liked this video, be sure to hit that like button. It really helps out the channel, and I appreciate it as well. And if you, yeah, I think that's basically it. Yeah. Anyway, I'm Simon, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Okay. Bye for now.